Hello, I am Dr. Satish Babu, Senior Consultant ENT and Head and Neck Surgeon, presently working with the Apollo Hospitals in Bangalore. Snoring is a mechanical phenomenon happening in the throat region when there is an obstruction in the upper airway, or if there is excessive or redundant skin or tissues inside the throat. They could also cause obstruction, or they could collapse whenever there is a movement of air inside and out, like Bernoulli's phenomenon. The movement of the air causes a collapse of the walls, which are not as stiff as it would be in a normal situation. The redundant skin or tissues, because they are flabby, they will also start fluttering whenever there is air movement also. That causes the noise actually. Snoring can be as simple as a noisy breathing during sleep, or it can be more sinister, like a proper obstructive sleep apnea, what we call in medicine, which could lead to a health issue in the long run. It leads to disturbed sleep in the night, and daytime sleepiness, excessive tiredness, right? A lack of concentration, easy irritability, probably erratic control of BP and sugar like diseases, or sometimes even the diseases start appearing much earlier than normal. Long-term snoring or obstruction would lead to issues with the lungs and hearts and other systems as well. Snoring can lead to many health problems. So that is why it is preferable that we address snoring right at the beginning. Right? The habits or the factors that could trigger snoring on a day-to-day would be, first of all, like I said, excessive obesity or excessive fat content in the body, leading to laxity of the tissues, right? And of course, lack of exercises, again the muscles become flabby, and they tend to flutter more often, right? Erratic food habits, alcohol consumption, smoking, less amount of water content in the body, and then dependency on other addictive substances, right? Even drugs for that matter, and sleeping immediately after food, right? These things could trigger snoring in a big way, right? So to prevent or reduce snoring, there are certain tricks, simple tricks that can be followed at home level, right? As simple as keeping the weight constant, or if you find it excess, you can probably reduce it to a normal or within normal ranges, right? Keep fit, keep the muscles toned up nicely by regular exercises, right? As simple as walking 45 minutes to 1 hour a day would be rather helpful in preventing snoring, right? Having plenty of liquids throughout the day, at least about 4 liters of liquids in a day, half of which is water, and the other half could be thicker liquids like buttermilk, lassi, juices, tender coconut, soup or coffee and tea, whatever is available around you. Please make sure you take plenty of liquids, right? The dinner should be very light and easily digestible, preferably boiled items or salads and things like that. And your dinner should be at least about 60 to 90 minutes before your bedtime. Sleeping on the sides would help rather than sleeping flat on your back. Propping up the head end of the table is as useful, like not keeping more pillows, but rather the whole cot should be risen by half to 1 foot, will again help in this thing. And if there is a congestion in the nose or throat region, you could probably do some steam or use some simple decongestants. Then again the passage opens up and your snoring reduces. In spite of doing all these things, if the snoring persists, or if it has led to health issues, right, then we should probably consult a doctor and make sure the obstruction or the problem is identified and dealt with properly, so that the long-term complications can be avoided. It could be as simple as giving some simple anti-allergic medications which will open up your nose and decongest. Your snoring is sorted out, or it could be much complex and could even lead to use of surgeries to restructure the airway and give you a snoring-free and healthy life in the long run.